Win the lanes really hard, and then maybe they won't run into damage issues, but if they don't, I do see
And I think there's something good to be said about trying all the roles out, whatever level you play on. Whether you're a pro player or you're a 4K player, like diversifying your pool gives you a different and deeper understanding of the game. And I think that's part of his X factor. Nice arrow. Blood grenade.
Yes, I believe that will be first blood going the way of Tofu. So GAIMIN Gladiators first on the
read here with Thompson in his tower.
Yep, they zip on in. Whitemon looks super dead. Tofu's going to join the party. Starstorm is there as well. Pure on the run. The regen's still going for Quinn. The Lucent Beam connects, but just too many heroes as GAIMIN Gladiators with a 3-0 start.
Mid Alchemist build that some players would go for would be Solar Crest. He's actually queuing up the Radiance now. It's high risk, high reward. I can't say I love it because I'm a little bit concerned.
First arena of the game will be reserved for Celery, and that's the first kill from Tundra. They're only down 1,000.
Meaningful advantage for the side of GAIMIN Gladiators.
Oh, Whitemon initiated on by Quinn. That is another kill to GAIMIN's side. And Thompson can only just run away. If he's in, oh boy, Pure about to get completely surrounded. 2 tomatoes, a porcupine, and then some GAIMIN Gladiators heroes as well. The third, we really cursed him. Good lord. Soxa trying to pressure the tier 1 tower. In the meantime, Quinn will casually right-click him down. Soxa does not have his ult yet, so feels like, oh, he's actually regenerating quite a bit as Quinn running out of mana, but eventually he's gone.
Would you believe it? They've made us patch to this game, so now there's 2 Tormentors. He found the second one.
Soxa.
He's dead.
Very dead. Does have his ult now, but still. Just too much damage. And bottom lane, Dyrachyo. He is surrounded. There's the arena. The Eclipse coming out. His Thompson with Dyrachyo somehow kills Ramses before. Showing off the Radiance is Thompson. So do have to be a lot more careful with those little spiders. I assume, I mean, he's going to have to go like a Blink BKB or something to that effect as Ramses will find Quinn, or is it the other way around? 9-2 start. 5K lead against a core Alk. As Thompson, he will run into Dyrachyo, gets off the concoction. Yep, Pure's in the area as well, gets off the Lucent Beam. Here comes Tofu, though, trying to block them out, puts down the GG branch. Dyrachyo's stuck in a corner. Big kill for Thompson. Showing some signs of life is Tundra. And Quinn, pretty low on mana, but he does have the rune bottled, as Thompson will be stunning himself again. And just
this is like 50 units on Roche.
He's spotted, so he will likely just be the trade for Roche here.
Yeah, I think he wants a way to reliably disengage from the bear.
Gleipnir initiation.
Speaking of.
Into the arrow. Soxa's dead.
Yeah.
Good start here for GAIMIN.
Tundra is not winning fights. It's staying alive. You know, very rarely, a lot of the time when we cast, I'm a champion of, you know, you got to take low percentage plays to get back in the game or whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time when you look at this game status, Whitemon is dead. So Chen just finished Lads. They have Pipe Greaves. They have Solar.
And AC.
Yeah, so Shiva AC is still missing. I don't know if they want either of them right now.
We have an arena. But the Mist Spear doesn't really matter. Though Celery is basically a creep within here. Pure and company will. Okay, the pipe Dyrachyo going in with the harpoon, doing so much damage to this Mars. Ramses just abandoned by his team as Thompson will concoct and attempt to run. He might be stunning himself, but the arrow is upon Soxa again. We've seen it time and time again in this game. As now GAIMIN Gladiators on the footsteps here of the base from Tundra.
And I was talking about how for GAIMIN's side, if they mess up a push, Tundra this is the type of game they can solve, but you got to look at the other side of the coin
that's
too.
A lot of damage on Quinn. He better be careful. That does not have the Aegis here.
They're still defending us only 3 for now, so this is a pretty good sign for Tundra. If these 3 can hold the tower on their own with just the threat of a potential buyback, that is very good news for them. Pure.
Gets initiated on Ornate. Half HP. He's in a lot of trouble. Tries to force that away, but he is dead for a full minute. And now you have to worry about the zoo from GAIMIN Gladiators.
They just did the hard part of this defense, and then they walked outside.
He just got buyback. He just got buyback on Pure.
He does not want to have to spend this here.
No, absolutely not. But
really expensive.
I mean, they're going to lose a lot here. Crimson will delay just a bit. They'll have another fortification refreshed here. After the melee racks goes down, they likely will have to give up this set, though, surely. Another harpoon initiation. Soxa dead again.
Yeah, you don't really expect to be harpooned by the ranged lone druid, do you? It's not really... There's no, how to say, frame of reference for that. I think without information, this play is just so low percentage. They might be better off
Pure's
trying to
actually
flank them in
sticking
base.
around.
Okay.
Yeah. They can see that somebody's taking some lotuses, and they must be punished for their transgressions. Eclipse used on the Tofu. That's a BKB. How? Quinn pops his BKB. Everybody's golden on Gaming Gladiator side as Pure's taking breath of the damage. Actually, inside the arena, getting really low. Finally, the Luna drops is at the cost of the Brood, though. And remember, Aegis still there for Quinn. They just picked it up. Thompson now attempting to pursue. He gets feared away. Ramses with a nice rebuke to end Tofu finally. As Soxa dies for the 100th time this game, as Duracho continuing to just right-click away with this Echo Saber. Ramses, the last remaining member of Tundra, about to fall. Full team wipe for Gaming Gladiators.
And Quinn is beyond those two items. That evasion, that armor, is going to negate a ton of what Lone Druid is bringing to the table. White is going to find some friends.
That is so sad. Yeah. They baited the bounties. Don't see that very often at 31 minutes in the game, but that is absurd.
That is actually
God, that is insane. Oh, they might be catching Ramses here. Quinn gets Lucent Beam. Electric Vortex is there. He's taking a lot of damage from Sox on the other side, though. Ramses finally uses his arena and dies shortly after. And Quinn continuing on with that BKB. Thompson, concoction onto 2 BKB targets because everybody has that item on Gaming Gladiator side. 2 dead for Tundra. And just like that, we're in a 5 versus 3, not including Aegis.
Tundra were just
and
not
their
ready.
buildings will melt.
Uh-oh, another kill.
Yeah, opening up onto Soxa again.
No buybacks.
Having a really rough game. Still 2 cores alive for Tundra, but surely they cannot defend this.
This is minimum megas if that's what they want. They could even just full-on push for tier 4s.
Yep, they will try. That massive siege damage from Duracio's Bear with the branches still in his inventory. And they're going to try to go on top of the Luna. Pure dead again.
Does AC
have buyback? All right. And Thompson, last remaining member for the time being, inside of his fountain. Just trying to kite them. Duracio's Bear tickling him as so GG is called. GAIMIN absolutely manhandled.
Was very good against Drow in the game. Pretty good in the lane as well. Underlord plus Snapfire. Pretty good amount of damage.
Into Torrent.
Okay,
they're not going to pursue.
There it is. As we have a concoction from Duracio with the acid spray being laid down for Ramses. Just a little bit of harassment back and forth. Already 2 stacks of Shadow Poison from Soxa, though, onto Celery. And the third will connect. He's going to pop the stick. Blood Grenade applied as well. Not able to get the 4th, though, as Soxa eventually run down. And Celery will take a bit of damage here, but should be able to survive.
Go kill the enemy carry. So Duracio's still far ahead of Pure. And now they're going to dive
Whitemon cookied up.
He's level
the snowball.
5.
Yeah. Onto the siege.
And he
is surrounded and will eventually be killed off. Only question is who will get credit for it. It will be Ace. And now the tier 1 tower is next.
It's very good for that.
That's
almost taking the mid-tier tier 1 tower on the puck minute 9.
Drinking buddies with the coil attached. Oh, he actually does not break it. He's still on the high ground. The snowball does secure the kill, but Ace has come in with the Pit of Malice now onto Whitemon, who's eventually going to get chased out, so it will likely just be a 1-for-1 trade.
Here's a shovel. Dead.
As the Firestorm and the Necro Book will assist.
Yep. In case you don't know what that is, it says that it summons Necronomicon units, and it's on you to Google what that means.
That's right.
That's information for old players.
It's Quinn Sand King, as Moon put it, right? As Whitemon, he's going to break this smoke. Tofu and Quinn. Okay, he actually puts down a ward as well.
Oh, he walks into them.
Yeah, they see him in the trees. Can he juke? Oh, Burrow Strike missed.
He can.
Quinn Sand King, as the great Moon Meander once said 10 minutes ago.
You learn this stun on level 10 as Sand King. I don't mean hero level, but of course Dota Plus level.
Yeah, Dota Plus.
Very unfortunate he was actually level 10. That made the joke really bad.
I was going to say, I think Silver is level 10. There's Moon Meander on the bottom right as we have a gank here. Quinn, he's going to get the Burrow Strike correctly used here as Whitemon will take a tumble.
It was just a setup to bait more heroes to rotate and then make the same play again.
And Thompson, just being a bit of an annoyance, will use the Illusory Orb.
Ship. And they have some amazing teamfight combos with the puck plus coil.
Speaking of coil, will be used. Thompson's already kind of low on HP as the Fiend's Gate's coming. Mortimer's Kisses doing a decent amount of work. as Ramsey's going to get stuck inside of the pit. The burrow strike will be there as well. He gets drinking buddies, though. Soxa will self-disrupt. Likely will fall here as the black hole comes from Celery. That's the death of Soxa, and Ramsey's probably next on the list. Indeed he is. And they even find Thompson on the other side. So Gaming Gladiators, they look at their HP. Like nobody's even damaged here, basically.
Away
from finishing.
Actually,
full radiance
has
now.
it. I wonder why maybe he's waiting for the TP scroll as well, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be a 13-minute radiance. Not the fastest, but it's solid. And overall, the course of the game is fine for
it's
them.
off the X. The Torrent did not hit, but they should have enough damage. Obviously, Celery without the black hole still.
It's such a slow kill, though. Once the 20-minute goal has been achieved, then you can start planning for minute 40. And, well, right now, came in with a 7,000 goal lead, and the dive here.
He's spotted. Concoction's coming for him with the burrow strike and the epicenter. Nice disruption from Soxa. Going to mitigate a ton of that damage. The Kunkka's stuck inside the pit, though, as Soxa's facing the rain of Dyrachyo, who will eventually run him down. Ramses is actually the first to fall, though, as Soxa somehow living this long,
across,
but not for much longer. So it is 2 kills for GAIMIN.
I don't think Soxa meant to disrupt. That really seems to be the state of the game. Pure, let's see if he can make a good play and escape this one.
Yep, he's going to attempt to TP out, but the burrow strike from Quinn and the scatter blast eviscerates him.
Oh, Thompson already
and
jaunted.
Thompson will have to use his coil in retreat. He's going to take a drinking buddies and run away.
The fact that he jaunted already is going to force him to use ult. So now they don't have that either if they were ever planning on anything. I suppose if there's going to be any rotation here. This is going to be a quite long chase, but they're going to start it off with a pit. TP coming in from Sand King and out from the south.
Yeah, Ramses. And Quinn has now made his way over. This should be the death of Ramses again.
Surrounded
actually
on all
uses his
sides.
boat. But, yeah, Tundra. Whew, this is looking really rough. I was expecting, I mean, obviously it could get turned around here, but ever since we mentioned that Pure was the best player in this tournament, Cinderin.
You should have never said it.
You agreed with me. You're part of this curse.
That's what friends do.
Yeah.
Like, do I look good in this shirt?
Boy.
Yeah, you do. But
Black Hole ensures yet another kill. Whitemon tried for some sort of a save, but he might just get run down as well. Meanwhile, they are just dropping like flies. Epicenter not going to do that much damage because of the disruption, as Pure trying to keep Quinn at arm's length, but his arms are really gangly and long, Cinderin. He's going to get the burrow strike and the kill.
This is a good opportunity to learn.
He has ridiculous wingspan.
what if GAIMIN were tricking everyone the whole tournament into banning their second best strategy? And now they gave them their best strategy by banning all their heroes.
The kisses come from very far away. Quinn with a double kill. My goodness, this is not even remotely
Trying to
close.
out-farm them and just dodge them? Are you even going to be able to match their farming speed in that case because they control 75% of the map? Are you going to just YOLO into a fight and hope for the best? What if they never split up so you can't get a skirmish?
Oh boy.
Pure
gets stunned. Whitemon doing a nice job of blocking off one hero, but the problem is there's many others to contest with. That's going to be 2 quick kills again for GAIMIN. It is 19-2.
Hardest matchup you're playing until you might meet them again ultimately.
Most likely, that is correct. Dyrachyo, okay. Do they have the damage to kill him off?
No.
Oh, he mances off the X.
Wow, my God.
Perfect timing, and now the runaround is here. Quinn, the Epi, gonna slow Ramses to a crawl. The Black Hole, everybody's just having their own separate fights, Cinderin. Thompson is dead, Ramses is next, as Celery eventually will fall. That is the 3rd kill for Tundra now. Soxa gets beat down to a pulp, and it looks like Pure and company will just have to try and run away. As Whitemon inside, okay, couple buybacks. They absolutely have to get a kill here on a core hero. Nice disruption from Soxa to dodge the concoction, but it's going to be probably too little too late. So we do have the 3-2-2, by the way. Let's hear some cheers in the crowd for that. As Pure with the gust, stuck inside to get drinking buddies, snowball back into it, though he gets rooted again. Oh dear, that is not what you want to see.
It was better than not snowballing, because then they would have both been stunned. Now it was only the Drow that died.
Yeah, screw the Drought.
All right.
And GAIMIN, again, no Roche attempt in this game. They are not afraid to continue on here. Here comes the boat from Ramses. He's been trying to work on this Aghanim Scepter for quite a while, but it is not coming together for him. Punch into the air. Quinn taking very little damage. He's unkillable at this point. Ramses been rooted 3 or 4 times in this engagement, it feels like, as the coil already used, and they just stood there because they don't do any damage. The second Rax is upon GAIMIN to claim for themselves, as Tundra can only look on, although GAIMIN are backing away. Perhaps a soft reset. Another beautiful Manta, man.
What was that game called?
What does it mean exactly?
It means cheers.
It means cheers.
Yes.
Okay, that's something that people, hold that thought. Celery, okay. Got a lot of kisses going on. He's actually basically making out with them with so many kisses. Get a room already as Ramses stuck in a horrible position. They're just gonna call it GG. GAIMIN Gladiators absolutely destroy Tundra 2-0, and they're gonna go to the upper bracket finals here at TI to face off against Team Liquid.
And if you showed up in the audience tonight and you were like, man, we have to get dinner.